Donald has firmly turned his back on American farmers after promising over and over to enact policies that would help them prosper. Take a look at his remarks in front of a joint session of Congress made back in March of this year.
Our new trade policy will also be great for the American farmer. I love the farmer. The tariffs will go on agricultural product coming into America, and our farmers, starting on April 2nd, it may be a little bit of an adjustment period. We had that before when I made the deal with China, $50 billion of purchases, and I said, just bear with me, and they did. They did. Probably have to bear with me again, and this will be even better. That was great. The problem with it was that Biden didn't enforce it. He didn't enforce it. $50 billion of purchases, and we were doing great, but Biden did not enforce it, and it hurt our farmers. But our farmers are going to have a field day right now. So to our farmers, have a lot of fun. I love you too. I love you too.
He's so sincere when he says he loves people, right? He's just pulling numbers out of the air, and I defy anybody to prove what he said. It's unprovable because it's fictional. And none of this is playing out the way he said it would. After 9 months of the Trump regime, American farmers are feeling angry, forgotten, and betrayed. And they've begun to speak out against Donald's woefully misguided economic policies in general and his tariffs in particular. Take a look at what this soybean farmer had to say to News Nation.
The American soybean farmers and their families are suffering. There's 500,000 of us that produce soybeans, and we desperately need markets, and we need opportunity, and we need a level playing field so we can compete, because we grow a great product, but we have to be price competitive as well. And there's an artificial barrier that is built with these tariffs that makes us not be competitive.
Another disgusted farmer gave GOP Congressman Mark Alford an earful at a recent town hall in Harrisburg, Missouri. Watch this.
I think agriculture has taken a heck of a hit on a lot of misinformation, and he is not helping the farmer. I mean, we farm about 3,500 acres. We are going to be so far in the red after the crop comes off, sold. You can only sit on it so long. You got bills to pay, and now we're dealing with 7, 8, 9, 10% operating notes at the local bank. You know, when are you going to stand up for us instead of kissing his ass for these trade deals? And the tariffs, more so the tariffs than the trade.
I actually have an answer to that question. When is Congressman Mike Alford and others in the Republican Party like him going to stand up to Donald in order to help their constituents? Never. Before we go on, we have to call out Donald's lies and policy failures on a daily basis. So please like and share this video and subscribe if you believe in our mission. This is a very dire situation, and it's about to get worse. This report from CNN discusses the implications of the expiration of parts of the 2018 Farm Bill in the coming months.
At the end of this month, parts of the 2018 Farm Bill are set to expire. It has been extended twice, but that would mean that many farmers won't see any federal dollars until President Trump's so-called Big Beautiful Bill kicks in late next year. And this is happening at the same time that many U.S. farmers are warning that they are reaching a breaking point, as unpredictable weather, rising costs, and fallout from Trump's tariffs are impacting their bottom line.
This is not your ordinary farm crisis. We call it Farmageddon.
And if they don't do something, there's going to be some farmers that ain't going to be around next year.
In an investigative piece published in CNN.com, Eric Bradner dives deeper. Donald's continuing tariff war with China has shut American soybeans out of the Chinese market, a market worth nearly $25 billion last year. Instead, and not surprisingly, Beijing has turned to Brazil for its soybean trade. American food growers are losing patience as trade talks stall, crop prices plummet, and costs of seeds, fertilizer, and equipment remain high. To make matters worse, interest rates are on the rise due to higher inflation caused by Donald's tariffs. Farmers are also struggling with labor shortages directly caused by Donald's cruel and costly immigration policies. Food producers are scrambling to find storage for unsold crops. Bankruptcies are on the rise, and suicide rates among farmers are at their highest since the farm crisis of the 1980s. So, what's going on here? We have been told for decades that Republicans are the party who champion real Americans. Well, what are real Americans? Who are real Americans? It turns out that it's not those of us who live in states that were original colonies. Nope, it's not us. Real Americans are service members, are people who live in rural communities, are Republicans, are farmers. So, why is it that a Republican president is so comfortable making the lives of farmers worse? And it isn't just the ridiculous and destructive trade war Donald started unilaterally and unprovoked a few months ago. It's not just the tariffs, it's also the fact that his regime is literally destroying agencies that were designed to provide aid to struggling foreign countries. What is some of that aid? Food. Who did the United States government pay to provide food to those agencies? American farmers. USAID, for one example, spent tens of millions of dollars buying food from American farmers, and that is no longer the case. So, American farmers are under the gun directly because of policies put in place by Donald for reasons only he knows, because he doesn't understand basic economic policy. But worse than that, he does not care what impact those policies have on so called real Americans, like farmers, who continue to struggle and to suffer. And we know this because this has happened in the past. If things don't turn around, many of these people will lose their livelihoods. Please take a second and like and share this video. Be awesome if you could subscribe to the channel. If you're listening to us in podcast form, please follow us and give the show a 5-star rating because it really does help other people find our content. Thanks.